Welcome back. I am below the Keystone Dam in the off-road vehicle area, and I'm just out here kind of testing out the Jeep today, driving it around a little bit after I made some modifications to it. You can see it looks a little bit different than some of my previous videos, and I want to tell you what I did and what I think the impact is. Welcome back to another episode of Eric's Camping Adventures. So the first thing I did was I added a barricade rack, and it attaches here below the hinges for the windshield, the doors, and then in the back it attaches to the bumper connection to the frame. And no, I did not record a video putting it on. It was quite frustrating, and I know that you are a good person and you wouldn't want to watch anyone suffer, right? I modified the rack just a little bit in that I moved the attachment point of the last rail forward so that it would match up with my old cases that I had on the Honda Pilot. And you can see that I have it attached up there just with some simple fence post clamps. So far it seems to be just fine with that. I don't think there's a lot of force upwards on it, and it's hung on by a pretty good maybe 3/16 inch clamp. I think that's plenty, 4 of them going around. And it's very nice to have this added on top because in a Wrangler you don't have a lot of storage space, and this gives me some storage space, and it gives me the ability to charge my Jackery. The cord for these eco-worthy panels ties in to the cord dropping down over there, and then I have some straps inside that hold down my Jackery snug. I do have a storage deck on the back, straps and some D-rings just to hold some things. The D-rings might be being used to ride along with my new puppy dog Max. He's an Australian Shepherd and a Siberian Husky, and he is quite a character. And he likes to ride in the Jeep. This helps me to get a lot of little things that are light up on top. I do not want to add a bunch of heavy things up there like recovery gear or anything metal. This is all tents, cots, light stuff. That's all up there. And so far my impression of it is actually that there's a little bit less wind noise driving with the Jeep for a couple reasons. One, I think that the windshield shoots the air up, and then some of it goes over the top of the soft top, and that's a really nice thing that I can actually carry on a conversation in the Jeep with a passenger without screaming really loud at 65. So that's a good thing. The other thing is that on the YJ, when you get going on the highway, sometimes your windows will flap in and out, and I think that this rail right here actually breaks that up, and there doesn't seem to be as much flapping of the side window on the doors when I'm driving down the road. So I like it so far. I don't see any negatives to it. It only adds probably between my cases, and those are, by the way, those are cheap little Harbor Freight gun cases up on top. Not a lot of investment in it. They're light. The frame I have built for it is pretty light. It's made out of super strut. and then it's just attached by clamps. So I would bet maybe I add 150 to 200 pounds to the Jeep with that, so I'm not overly concerned about that. Seemed to do fine in the sand today, and I didn't air down at all, so didn't seem to have any impact there. I like it, and I definitely like the look of it. One of the first responses Michelle said was, well, it doesn't look as anemic now, so let's just take a little gander at it here. I did install some fog lights up on top the rack there, just to give me a little bit of extra lighting this winter pulling into a campsite late at night. I like how it looks. I did mount my old pod lights to the back just to have some options there. I don't have them connected yet, but I'm thinking if I'm pulling the rooftop tent behind, it would be really nice to be able to just do some flood of light back on my setup. I purchased this Barricade roof rack on extremeterrain.com. It came quickly. It was pretty clear how to put it together. It was just a little bit of pain to reach in behind my dash to get those lower nuts back on at the hinge for the windshield. So yeah, if you're interested in how I built the storage cases on top, those are on a separate video, and I'll put them in a link below in my description of the video. Well, hey, thanks for joining me for this video. Don't be shy about throwing your comments out there or giving me some feedback, or if you have any questions about how I got this done, come on back.